Hey YouTube family, it's your girl Love Bug. Today is July 29th, 2026, and I'm just gonna run through what I'm growing and show you what is happening. I have been away traveling, so everything is pretty unkept. However, we're still gonna show you what's happening in the garden and in our containers and around the house. So I am actually in my garden this time. I rarely come in here because up until now, there really hasn't been much of anything to show you. But if you can see, we have some things that are growing. This is my single stalk of corn. And I'll give you a closer look at that here in just a minute. But in here, we just have some basics. We have tomatoes. We have cherry tomatoes. As you can see, these are sun gold. And then we have some flowers, some zinnias in here that are finally kicking off. I love to have flowers mixed in my garden. There's a big sunflower here that has a flower head that will be opening soon. In there, I don't know if you can see, but we've got some zucchini and some squash plants in there that are just trailing off and taking over the place. Um, we have peppers mixed in here in the beds. We have basically that's it. I just have some peppers and some tomatoes and some squash and zucchini in here. Um, this is another tomato plant here. This looks like this is going to be another Roma. I like Romas. We've got some basil down in there and some Romas here. And by the Romas, we have some peppers in there. So we're just growing a couple things in here. Got some things growing. We have some peppers over there. We've got some purple jalapenos in there. Not sure if you can see those hanging off of there. And then we have some other peppers. I don't know if you can see it under the leaf. There's another pepper hanging in there. But yeah, there's some parsley back there. This is what's happening in the garden. Everything in the beds, um, I just leave it. I don't water these unless I think I watered one time. I watered them once because it had been dry for over 2 weeks. There's some shishitos hanging, quite a few of those. And there. And oh, this is, look at on the ground. This is a volunteer spoon tomato. So this is a plant that probably happened because I had a spoon tomato bush in the corner of this planter where this tomato is now. I had a spoon tomato there last year. And if you don't get them all, they're going to come up. So look at this thing has rooted itself and has taken over my pathway here. But we find our way around. I love spoon tomatoes. They're so good in salads because you don't have to cut them up or do anything. You can just pluck them and throw them in. But look at all the production that we have coming on here. Oh, also, look what else we have in the garden. Look at what I just found. Gonna have to get rid of that. Look at it. Something has been in here and laying its eggs on this leaf. So that's gonna come out of here today so they don't spread. And give me a second so I can back up and take you around the other side. This is our corn. I only have one stalk of corn I didn't even think it was going to survive, to be honest. But what I think I'm going to try to do is hand pollinate. Just sprinkle these on a plate and then drag the silks from the corn on the plate so that hopefully we get some pollination on this corn and we'll have an ear of corn. Yep, just a single ear. I'm okay with that. I wasn't expecting it to survive anyway. These are tomatoes. Oh, a beautiful weed. Sun golds. Got to get these off of here. Some of these are pretty ripe. I love sun golds. I can eat them like grapes. They're delicious. We have a very tall pepper plant in here. Look at how tall this pepper is. It's so tall. I've never grown a pepper plant this tall. Look at that. Wow. It's very tall. We have some flowers in there for the squash. Maybe we'll get some. We've got some tomatoes in here. And look at how far this squash plant is traveling through this bed. It's taking over. This is our sunflower here. It's beautiful. I love sunflowers. Looks like we've got the start of some cosmos. Maybe we'll get some flowers at some point. Another pepper plant here behind there. So yeah, this is what's happening in the garden. I think this zucchini here has been exposed to the squash vine borer. Look at that. It's eaten from the inside out. It still has green leaves on it. I'm not even sure how, but look at that stem, how it's been eaten and destroyed from the inside. You can see the hole there. It's gaping open, but it still has some green leaves on it. So we'll see how that does. I'll keep you posted on that. Got some peppers in here. Just taking a look at what's going on. This is my first time out here since I've been back. So I'm seeing it in real time right alongside of you. So never know what to expect out here. So that's the garden. Let's go up on the deck and see. Here's the plum tree, peach tree. Let me show you the black raspberries real quick. So remember in my previous video, one of my previous videos, I showed you how I snipped off the top. You can see the cut right there where I snipped off the top of these so that they would branch out, because raspberries, blackberries, and black raspberries grow on the lateral branches. So it has branched out quite a bit. Speaking of which, this branch right here in that Y intersection is one of the ones that has branched out from my cut. So look how long that is. And we will have berries all along that next year. But a lot of these have branched out. You can see there that branch is starting. Here we've got 3 lateral branches that have come out on this one. So they all have bushed and branched out and formed new branches. So we'll have lots of berries next year, hopefully. All right, let's go up here on the deck. So on the deck, as you know, I told you guys I was going to snip my peas. So I've snipped them. So this is the dead stuff that you're seeing up here. The peas are done. Oh, there's Suki. Say hi, Suki. She loves being outside. So that's what you see that's dead up here. So in here, these were the peas. But now I have a combination of sweet potatoes, which you see our sweet potato vines here, and cucumbers growing up in here. These, whoops, the bigger ones are the cucumbers. Cucumber there underneath the sweet potato vine, cucumber over here, growing up here. So we have sweet potatoes and cucumbers growing in there with a green onion. Then our blueberry plants are done fruiting, but a lot of them are putting on quite a bit of growth. See the light green at the top of this plant? That's new growth. And this one, I'm not sure. I love the color of this. This always turns red early. Back here we have green onion and some weeds. All of our green beans have been growing. Now I'm trying to keep some for seed. But look at the color of the flowers. I love that. That's our green beans. Our fig plant has put on so much growth. Look at it. So much growth on this fig. It has grown so much since we planted it. I'm happy with the progress of that. In this planter, we have our potatoes, which are done. So I will be harvesting these probably before the next time we get together. But our potatoes, we have some green onions in there. Don't mind those. Those are very healthy looking weeds. We also have a shishito plant in this planter. So we've got some harvesting to do in here. Here's our other blueberry. All the berries are gone. Look at the strawberry tower. So it is doing well and shooting off runners, so many that I can't keep up with. But like I said, I've been planting them so that I can have more plants. I have a pocket here that I can stick a runner in so that I can have a new plant. So that's what I'll be doing soon. But look at our strawberries. Still putting on strawberries. Lovely strawberries. Still got flowers and berries just about all the way around. Take a look at that. Want to get in there and get some of those. There's some down there too. So the strawberries are doing well. Here's another blueberry plant, which as you see the growth on there, it just shot up. Seems like since I left last time, that branch has shot up there. So we're gonna have our blueberries are growing and prospering. Look at this blueberry. Look at how big it is. These two branches have come off of here so quickly. They're just growing very quickly. I guess, you know, with the heat. And again, these are newer plants, so I planted them last year. So they're putting on growth this year. I love it. Here's our lettuce that's gone to seed, our onion that's gone to seed, bunch of weeds, and our apple tree, which the branches on this tree are growing as well. We have over here potatoes, weeds, and green onions. We've got to harvest these. There's plenty in here. I know that we have some potatoes in here because if we take a look, let me see if I can find it for you. There it is. See, there's a potato on top that's been uncovered since I've been gone. So we know there's potatoes in here. I'll be harvesting these soon. Our stevia has exploded. Look at it. It's jumped up there, and our oregano is flowering. So is our mint beginning to flower, but look at how bushy it is. Remember when we first got it? Look at that. Our dill has gone to flower. The dill probably should have been in a larger pot, so it's not doing so well. Nonetheless, we still have dill if we need it. Here's our thyme. and a bunch of weeds, bunch more weeds in with the green onion and the baby grapevine. Look at our watermelons. So our watermelon plants look terrible. They look absolutely terrible. But their watermelons are still on the vine and they're still growing. They're still getting bigger. So there's quite a few watermelons here on here, and they just keep growing in spite of how ugly this plant is. It just looks terrible to me. I feel like the plant looks horrible, but it keeping on. The watermelons are on, and they keep getting bigger. So I'm not going to complain about that. Remember, this was an experiment that we were doing by keeping all these plants in this one small pot. So if we get anything, I'll be happy. But look at it. It's still doing well. Here's our grapevine. It looks like this grapevine has finally acclimated to the new pot. So this grapevine was up potted at the beginning of the season, and it took forever to get going, but it is finally starting to go in with the green onion. So yeah, guys, that's what we've got going on today. Like I said, I've been away, so no maintenance here over several weeks, but it's still growing. Everything's doing well. Everything is producing. It's ugly because it's very weedy and messy, but it is still performing well. So that's all I have for you today, guys. That's it. Don't let your travel necessities deter you from what you want to be doing in your garden or in your containers. Set them out. If you have to leave them, get somebody to look after them if you can, but if you can't, just leave them and let nature take care of them. And what will be, will be. But I'm pleased with how everything looks, considering how long we've been gone. Well, that's all I have for you today, YouTube family. And as always, what are you waiting for? It's time for you to get growing.